friends. So today I'm going to talk about financial planning for younger generation, for about 25 to 30-year-old people who are making a take home salary per month about 25 to 50K. So what are the mantras? How do you start off when you've started your career? So first and foremost is you need to understand what is investment and what is savings. So what is an investment? Investment is nothing but more risk, more returns. Savings is less risk and lesser returns. That's all. Okay. So there can be, you will have to really start off with both savings and investments while you are young, because your risk taking capacity is 60-40. So what does this mean? 60% can be on equity funds and 40% can be in debt funds. So it's a big topic by itself, but I'll give you an idea what is an equity fund and what's a debt fund. Few examples, okay? They're not exclusive list, it's just few examples. So say for example, equity can be an SIP, mutual fund, shares, or paper gold, or plots, buying land or home. And the other debt funds could be your fixed deposits, your recurring deposits, your post office deposits, and some of the life insurance plans. Okay, traditional life insurance plans. So these are all some of the basic category. They are not exclusive list. And say for every 100 rupees you make, you need to invest or save 30 rupees. 70 rupees is what you can spend. And the other mantra, so this is first mantra, learn between investments and savings. The second mantra is you need to save 30%, 70% is what you can spend. Third mantra is you have to allocate funds, because the younger generation, what they think is they have to save what is left over after spending. No. You need to allocate funds. For every 100 rupees you make, 30 rupees you have to set aside for investments and savings. Only 70 rupees you can spend. So that is a third mantra. Allocate funds for investments and savings. What is the fourth mantra? Fourth mantra is start budgeting. What does this budgeting mean? You know what is the salary you are making beginning of the month. List out what all expenses you have and what is that you are going to do for this whole month. So that's what you need to document. Start documenting. It can be in mobile, your laptop, your computer, or a simple diary. Okay, so that's the key. I'm just telling you what all I did, and that's made a huge difference in my life. So I'm just sharing, because while I was young, there was no one who was there to guide me in this way. I just learned by making all the mistakes. Okay, so that's how I'm just sharing my experience. I have a work experience for about 25 years in top corporates, top management, and for last 5 years I'm a very successful financial consultant. Okay, so let's move on now. So as I told you, please follow the four mantras to start off. Budget it, note down every expenses you make every year, every month. At the end of every month, sit down and look at your budget and find out where all your expenses have crossed beyond your budget. So that's the way how you can control your expenses, and your fund allocation for investments and savings becomes much easier. So once you start doing this budgeting, you get into that culture of controlling your expenses, and then you get funds to save. Okay, so that's the key mantra. And slowly you will get your expenses, your investments, all will get streamlined. So all this you need to start young, because money, fifth mantra for money. Money works with a mantra of power of compounding. So what is this power of compounding? More the years it stays, you get more the returns. At one stage you will realize that money starts working for you. You needn't have to work, the money starts working for you. So that's the fifth mantra. Money works on power of compounding. So that's why you should start young. And the other thing, what you need to do to control your expenses. That's one of the biggest questions, today's younger generation is facing, because they just get carried away. Oh, X has this, so I should have it. Y has this, so I should immediately buy it. Please understand, all that glitters is not gold. Just because you are owning something, do you think people are going to give you that extra respect? Do you think people do not have sense to identify who you are? So that's why please don't buy them just because somebody else is owning it. You really need, you have a requirement for that product, then buy it. Otherwise, please don't buy it. That is why I'm not recommending to buy a depreciating assets. Especially the younger generation, they buy car. They just hell bent on buying the car. If you don't have a use for it, you're not going to use it for regular commutation, then I would strongly recommend, please don't buy that. Because I've seen a lot of people buying it as a showpiece, keeping it, hiring a person to clean it, cover it, and then it's lying waste because they cannot afford to spend money for petrol. So then why even buy it? Okay, just because somebody has bought it, they go buy it. That too, they buy on EMIs. And some of the houses, have seen the complete home interiors are so costly. They have a expensive modular kitchen. Then they have this microwave oven, this thread mill, big colossal music system, and none of them they use it. So that is so, and some of the houses, I see they don't even cook at home. Most of the time they keep ordering their food. So what a colossal waste of money. And if you're going to buy all of this on EMI, what does it mean, You are throwing your hard-earned money into a gutter. That's what it means. Whether you feel it or not, that's what you're doing. So that's why I'm saying, please never do that. So what's the sixth mantra? Buy only if you need them. Don't buy because somebody is owning it. And don't buy things on EMIs. Save meticulously and buy them. Okay, that's the sixth mantra. Okay. So this is the basically 6 mantras. If you follow, you're good to go. That's more than enough. There's a lot of other detailings where we can get into in our forthcoming videos. So keep watching my videos for you to get a better standard of living. See, it's not important whether you make more money or not, but you need to start investing. There are people who have become rich not because they have made more money, only because they have saved and invested properly while they were young. That's the mantra. So every person, they think that, okay, let my salary increase, let me make more money, then I will start my investments. No, if you do not have a culture of saving, You are not going to invest or save no matter how much money you're going to make. So that is why I want you to get into the culture of saving your money while you're young, because the more younger you are, you streamlining all your expenses becomes much easier. You getting into that culture becomes much easier, because practicing something after a certain age becomes very difficult. So that's why I'm again and again insisting, start while you are young. So this is one basic information I was thinking as a financial consultant I should share with you all. Sorry. And the other thing is, all your doubts, all your questions, you can reach out to me. Just in the comment section, share your phone number and I will reach out to you. The seventh mantra which I want to insist was, never try to do financial planning yourself. Please sit with experts, because they will be the right people to guide you. And you need to reach out to experts like me to do your financial planning, and we can talk about specific products in our forthcoming videos. Bye for now. Have a great day and keep watching this space for more information. Bye.